any claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Texas Longhorns taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Prentice. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll go to the ground. Finally running out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Really good looking run game. Look at the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide back.
The incompletion brings up a second down. He'll pull it on the read. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Ooh, I like that option play. I keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And he's going to take it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Coming out with it, it's Butler. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. They'll give it to the back.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to throw, it's Manning. Trying to get to it. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing. They're going to get him for grounding. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Looking for a block. It's Adams. The offense lining up for a first down play. to the ground with the back. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Using the quick game. Ball is free. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
Group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure after he makes the catch. That's a costly giveaway.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safe, and everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And you see so many of these plays nowadays. A wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
They're trying to get to it. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go.
Touchdown time! Lead the run! Finish the deal in the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammer like here in Week 10. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll return it. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Try to get it to the edge. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Manning. It's complete to the right. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Going to the running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them everywhere. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward where they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
He's got it down the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Pulls it in. It's Blue. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Moving away from pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
He's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play. And I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though. This guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The give to the tailback. Oh, gave the defender the business.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Forced out of the pocket. He'll turn it loose out to the right. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Second down after that incompletion. He'll put the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Starting to feel a little pressure. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up a 2.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go with a direct snap. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And runs like that are like body blows in an boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Makes the catch. He's got enough. this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Buys a little extra time. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up the big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up as the 26 with the first down.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Discards a man. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you've got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Headed to the end zone. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Plus to pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Handoff from the gun. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the 1st down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Makes the grab. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every...
Going up top. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. Looking for the two-point try. He'll set up to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Quarterback checking off. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. He might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
And it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a nice day. But when you get two, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it.
Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to UCLA. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping... He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They were trying to set up a screen. Instead, what they got was their quarterback putting paper and plastic and sack.
But how about the speed on defense with that rush? Getting to the QB so quickly. You're not expecting to get home on a screenplay like that, but, man, the old saying, speed kills, and you saw it right there.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball down.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, 1st down. quarterback on the keeper. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that, Rex, but he did get the first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Quarterback checking the play. He's going to pass. And the ball is intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
The give to the left. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
To the air. It's Manning. They're bringing heat. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for running room, but they get him down to the 28, and now they are set up.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive line. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage, and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Finds his man. It's Miller. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Defense is about filling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Alabama! And they kick it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point out. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Dances away to buy time. He throws into the middle of the field. And he's got it inside the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. He's looking to throw it. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Keep up them pass rushers, bringing in DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Live by the blitz, get hit with a chunk play on the blitz too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
And the quick shuffle pass underneath. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Touchdown, Longhorn! The defense with the huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in. And the extra point was good. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. He has 89 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the ground. He's got it again. They wrestle him to the ground, and he's got ready for a 1st down.
Right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that now, what opens up?
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
That's caught. It's Miller.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That's reeled in. It's Prentice. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That is going to drive this defensive play. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and then the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for it.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. And tackled there by the defense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Direct snap. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they need to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas. And pay heed all who enter. And beware, these Jayhawks can... Offense getting set for first down. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Jayhawks want to move quickly.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
A third and long coming up here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On third down, going up top. Hit as he throws. That pass not close. Got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the Auburn Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. That might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys.
Makes the grab on the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off.
And into the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. First down for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Jayhawks will hustle for the line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown
offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication is going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The Tigers pick up the first down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Inside the 40. Open runway ahead. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. He's got him in the flat. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Here comes the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked.